Welcome to Rob on Holiday. This week we're going to look at travelling by train in Spain, specifically in the region around Madrid. We recently travelled to Madrid and we used it as a base to discover Segovia and Toledo. So we're going to look at the booking experience for the trains, the stations themselves, and what the experience was like whilst we were on the train. Let's start by looking at the booking process. Now, most of the trains that you will use in Spain, you book through the Renfe company, so that's the website you want to go to. It's a good idea to look on the Renfe website about 2 months before your trip. There's no exact time when trains are released, but by looking 2 months in advance and then keeping an eye on it until the trains are released, you've got the best chance of getting on the train that you want. The booking process is really easy, but you will have to enter the full name of all passengers and you may need your passport as well, so it's handy to have that by your side when you're booking. There are two main railway stations in Madrid. In the north there's San Martin and in the south Atocha. And these are the two stations that you're going to be using if you go on any day trips around Madrid. Now the good thing is that the blue metro line, line 1, runs right through the middle of the city and goes through both of these stations. So wherever you are in the city, it's likely that you're going to get on a metro and head in one of those directions. Now the thing about the stations is, leave a little bit more time for getting from the metro to the platform. For example, when we went to San Martin, it was a long trip up through the escalators and there was a bit of work going on at the station, so we had to cover a bit of extra ground away from the metro station. You should make sure you arrive at the station about 15 or 20 minutes before your train leaves. The reason is you've got to leave time to go through the security check. Now, whilst the security check isn't as stringent as you would face at an airport, you've still got to put your bags on an escalator, put it through the scanning machine, and if there's a bit of a queue, you could get delayed. Now, once you're on the other side of the scanner, you might not know the platform that your train's leaving on until 5 minutes before the train. It's a very unusual system, so you have to keep your eye on the big departure boards. Keep your eye on that departure board because when your train appears on it, you will only have about 5 minutes from that point until when the train leaves. So you've got to make your way to the platform and you've got to have your tickets checked on the platform. So make sure you know roughly where the platforms are before your train is announced. The trains themselves are very comfortable. You'll find that there's lots of leg room there and you can relax and enjoy the view out the window. And especially, for example, when we went to Segovia, there were views of snow-capped mountains and it was absolutely beautiful. You can also charge your devices on the train, and if you're lucky enough, you might have a table where you can sit a family of 4. We specially booked those tickets on one of the trains. The trains go at a fair old rate. We noticed the speed going up to 250 kilometres an hour. You get all this information on a monitor that's displayed in the aisle and you can see the map and where the progress of your current journey. So overall it's a really good experience on the Renfe trains. When we were in Madrid, we visited both Segovia and Toledo. Now those cities are very local to Madrid and the train journeys were half an hour in each direction. Well, you can get much further afield on the trains, which is why Madrid is such a great base for exploring Spain on the train. For example, you can get to Valencia and Cordoba in about an hour and a half to 2 hours, or even further afield you can get to Barcelona or Seville in 2.5 hours. Well, that's a long distance to travel and it would make for a great trip to Spain if you did that kind of journey. Based on our experience of the trains around Madrid, I would definitely recommend travelling on trains in Spain. I would imagine that the intercity trains, it's a great way of getting from one city to another. They're very comfortable, there's lots of room to relax, and you've got lots of great views out the window. And of course, you don't get stuck in any traffic jams. Thanks for watching Rob on Holiday. I hope you found our tips about the Spanish trains helpful. Subscribe if you like the video and keep an eye out for more great videos.